season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
2nd and 2. It's complete to Lockett.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, this this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Zerline's kick is up and through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Looking at it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Well, on second down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. $3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. but maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action, Stafford. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Rams have got it back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring it up for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He finds Robinson.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Going right back to Fant.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. This complete to Lockett.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. And we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Now we'll look at the next gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Lockett. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Now it's Stafford.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
There's Tyler Lockett and the rest of his Seattle teammates coming out for the next possession.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Stafford here. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arrive.
Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a first down throw, Stafford.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down 20-10. 1:47 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They snap it to Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their